Hey everybody, welcome to the Bulldog Brief for June 29th. 4th of July is right around the corner and it certainly feels like summer. Kicking us off in board and district news, there are 4 open seats for school board election in the fall. Those terms are 4-year terms, so we have 4 members who are that are up for re-election. Filing period starts July 14th and it ends on July 28th at 5 p.m. You come into the district office, you fill out your form, and it's a $2 filing fee. And then the school board elections will take place in November. So keep those dates in mind, July 14th through the 28th of July at 5 p.m. In the buildings, what's happening right now is preparation for the implementation of our strategic plan. So in front of you here is the Painesville Area Schools Strategic Plan at a glance. And this document was developed by 175 different people providing their input and their feedback about the Painesville Area Schools. What I'm most excited about is the vision. We envision a school where every student is known, valued, and prepared to contribute to something greater, where purpose drives our work, integrity drives our actions, courage shapes our decisions, accountability produces results, and our community is proud of its schools. So in that statement, you heard core values, and you heard purpose-driven, integrity, accountability, values everyone, and courage. And those are the things that we as a school district want to stand behind. And in order to do the work that leads us to really being a place that our community is proud of, there have been some strategic priorities that were identified. So if you take a look at the bottom of that document, you're going to see academic excellence and high expectations, high quality staff, culture, belonging and accountability, operational stewardship, and career, college, and life readiness. What's happening in the buildings right now is conversation around what does that look like in our buildings. And so the key things that our staff are going to be working on over the course of the next year is what does high quality instruction look like? What does student engagement in their classes every day in every class look like? So there's some really good conversations about making sure that one, kids are in school because kids can learn when they're in school. Making sure that we have the highest quality staff who are getting good feedback systematically across the district. So there's some really exciting things that are happening in each of the buildings right now as a result of the approval of the strategic plan. So there's going to be more conversation coming out about our strategic plan, but the way you can find that is going to our district website, and the headers on the top of the website say home, our district, school board, etc. Under our district, the strategic plan is the first bullet item right under there. So take a look at the strategic plan and you're going to see our priorities for the upcoming year, along with the values that are defined as like, what does this look like? And then, or what is the actual definition? And then what does this look like for the Painesville area schools? So that's exciting work that's happening in both of the buildings. Lastly, I want to just give, for a community in the know, this is something that you need to have on your radar because you're going to start seeing information about this. In November, there is going to be a constitutional amendment that is on the ballot about a revision to the Permanent School Trust Fund. And so I am going to be sending information to the newspaper. I'll be having some conversations with the school board publicly. So really, it's just about some revisions to the existing fund that would change the distribution of those funds that school districts receive. There's a couple of pieces that I think are just really key takeaways. This is not an increase to taxes, and this is not a new fund that's being created. So really what this fund does is it distributes money to school districts already. As of, for instance, the Painesville area schools received about $67,000 last year, and it comes into our general fund to be used for all things education. And with the revisions to the distribution formula, which is what the question is going to be asking, our school district would have received approximately $87,000. So it's about a $25,000 increase in funding that does not impact our taxpayers at all, and it does not create any new funds. It's really about the distribution of those funds. I'm not going to get too weedy in this right now, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's going to be coming, and I'm going to be providing some information in the newspaper, at school board meetings. But really, I want to be able to serve as a resource so that people are aware, because with a constitutional amendment, if a voter goes out and votes on everything else on the ballot and they just do not vote on a constitutional amendment, it counts as a no vote. So just want voters to be informed about what it is and why it's there, so that if you have questions, please let me know and I'm happy to share. Beyond that, I'll wrap it up for today, but excited to be doing the strategic plan work over the summer. I'm really excited for the direction that we're moving, and I look forward to fall. It's going to be here before we know it, but in the meantime, have a safe and enjoyable 4th of July. Take care, everybody.